From ancient texts to modern interpretations, the idea of end of times is a shared concept across many religions. Today we'll explore the major signs of the end times, according to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In Judaism, the end times are deeply connected with the coming of the Messiah and the redemption of Israel. Here's how the events are expected to unfold. First, the ingathering of the exiles. Jews from all over the world will return to the land of Israel, fulfilling ancient prophecies. Next, the rebuilding of the Third Temple in Jerusalem, a central aspect of Jewish eschatology. This temple will be the focal point of worship and divine presence. The arrival of the Messiah, a descendant of King David, will mark the next major event. The Messiah will restore the kingdom of Israel and bring peace and justice to the world. The war of Gog and Magog follows, a final apocalyptic battle where Israel faces its enemies. However, divine intervention will ensure Israel's victory. Finally, the resurrection of the dead. The righteous will be resurrected and the Messianic era will begin, leading to the ultimate redemption of Israel. Christianity offers a detailed narrative of the end times centered around the return of Jesus Christ. Let's take a look at the key events in their expected order. The sequence begins with the Great Tribulation, a period of intense suffering and persecution for believers, as foretold in the New Testament. During this time, the Antichrist will rise, a deceptive figure who opposes Christ and misleads many with false miracles. The mark of the beast will be enforced, a sign of allegiance to the Antichrist necessary for buying and selling in this troubled world. Next, we have the second coming of Christ, a glorious event where Jesus returns to lead the forces of good, defeat the Antichrist, and establish his kingdom. Following the second coming, the Battle of Armageddon takes place, a climactic confrontation where Christ defeats the forces of evil once and for all. This is followed by the resurrection of the dead, where all people are resurrected to face judgment. Finally, God creates a new heaven and new earth, a perfect world for the righteous, where suffering and death no longer exist. In Islam, the end times are marked by a series of signs, both minor and major, leading up to the Day of Judgment. Here's how these events unfold. The first major event is the appearance of the Mahdi, a righteous leader from the lineage of the Prophet Muhammad who will restore justice. Next, the Antichrist or Dajjal will appear, spreading deception and corruption across the world. Following this, Jesus, known as Isa in Islam, will return, defeating the Dajjal, breaking the cross, and establishing peace. The Juj and Majuj, two destructive tribes, will then be unleashed, causing widespread devastation until they are divinely subdued. The smoke, a mysterious cloud, will envelop the earth, bringing great suffering to the inhabitants. The beast, a creature that emerges from the earth, will mark people as believers or non-believers. The rising of the sun from the west signals that the time for repentance has ended. As this supernatural event defies natural law, 3 major landslides will occur, one in the east, one in the west, and one in Arabia, shaking the world. A fire will then drive people to their final gathering place for judgment. Finally, the resurrection of the dead and the final judgment will take place, where everyone will be judged according to their deeds. While the details and interpretations vary, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all share the belief that the end times will be a momentous period in human history, leading to ultimate judgment and the triumph of good over evil. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the end times across 3 major religions. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating topics.